So there's a really an amazing episode of this documentary in which you talk about HIV and how you found out and how quickly it all happened, that you had to have a press conference and you had to tell Cookie, your wife, and she was pregnant. You were worried she had HIV. You were worried the baby had HIV. You thought about taking your own life, like heavy, heavy stuff. So then you go through this and everybody's there for you, most everybody. And then you come back in 1996, I think it was. I was at that game when you came back. It was unbelievable. You beat the Warriors. You played great. It was everything you could have hoped it would be. Next game, you play the Bulls. And what do Rodman and Jordan do in that game?
Oh, man. They, first of all, you know, they really showed me the difference between a championship team and a playoff team. They were a championship team. We were just a regular team. And they played me so hard. They were physical. They pushed me around.
They roughed you up.
Oh, no question about it. And Michael, after the game, he pulled me aside. I don't think I've ever told anybody this. He met me in between the locker rooms, and he said, Irvin, you have to remember now, you're not with Kareem, you're not with James Worthy. All the guys you used to play with Showtime are not on that Laker team anymore. So remember, maybe you should think about retiring.
What a sick person. What a sick individual.
But he was right. He was right.
Right or not. In that moment, here's another quote from the documentary. Jordan says, look, man, I told you in 92, there's new kids on the block. It's not Magic and Larry Bird anymore. You're on the way down, we're on the way up. He says this to you, your second game back after unretiring because of HIV, and this is what your friend says to you?
Yes. So Larry Bird and I on the bus, on the back of the bus, and he says, I just want you two to know there's a new sheriff in town, and his name is Michael Jordan.
Really?
Yes. And we had dominated the league, both Larry and I, and the Celtics and the Lakers for the whole entire, the 80s. And so it was his turn. And so he just sat back, had his cigar, and just said, it's my league now.
Wow.
And
it's like a bad movie.
You know what we did, Jimmy?
What?
We said, you're right.